Yo, 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 what it is, we back. We back. We back exposing Jane Dale to be a lie, a fraud, and a master manipulator. A lie, a fraud, and a master manipulator. Hit that like button, y'all. So we got. So last couple of days, y'all, we've been getting a better understanding of the real Jane Dale. Yeah, man. We been getting a better understanding of the real. What's up, Grant? What's up, Rob? Of who Jane Dale really is, right? So a couple days ago, because for the most part, I don't be watching these niggas. I told y'all I don't be paying these niggas no mind. I know everybody else watch them, and then they come to the comments talking about them. Then they come to the comments talking about what Jane Dale said or what this person said. And I don't be watching these niggas. So I don't know what they said. You feel me? But lately, since we've been watching the after effects of the Diddy verdict, and we've been watching all them niggas scrambling and scraping online, crashing out at large numbers. I think we done watched Jane Dale, we done watched Tisa Tells. We couldn't find Jaguar Wright for a couple of days, but we finally found her. She's safe. Freddie P, Nancy Grace, the list goes on and on and on. But Jane Dale was one of the ones early on putting out information that if you let him tell it, he's not scared to talk about things he's seen or things he didn't see. Now, you make your own sense out of that. Like, to me, that sounds entirely crazy. But that's what he said. You feel me? And one of the things he didn't see was this alleged incident with Usher. But for some reason, everybody on the internet was running with this narrative that Diddy did this shit to Usher. And look what he did to Usher. Yo, Jane Dale told the story that included no names. Like, no names at all. Like, I couldn't believe people believe that story. He said I was with a couple guys. I'm gonna let him say it again. We was talking about this shit last night, but I ain't done with his ass. We're gonna be exposing Jane Dale until Diddy gets sentenced. We already started Jane Dale exposed. Cause I'm about sick of his ass. All the fucking lies he done told. Talking about, see the difference is with me and everybody else is I ain't scared to talk about what I didn't see. What the fuck does that mean, Jane? See, he couldn't do no interview with me. You'd have to elaborate on that, Jane. Like, how the fuck are you speaking on things you didn't see? Like, please, that's like a blind man's testifying to witnessing the murder. Like, bitch, you can't even see. Fuck you gonna testify? How you gonna be the number one witness to a murder and you blind? I actually seen the case. I actually covered a case like that before. Like, I don't know, that nigga couldn't see shit. Case ended up getting appealed. But anyway, that's what Jane Dale does. But if you don't believe me, you gonna let Jane Dale tell it. He can say it better than me. A lot of people just think I just be talking. Cause I might do it in a joking manner, but I really be serious, for real. Yeah. Yo, but the crazy thing about it, Robert, what we found out the other day that Jane Dale is living with regret. Because Jane Dale, he had a brain lapse when Biggie got killed. And he blames Diddy because he couldn't get another job. He had to move to Boston to work. He couldn't get no more jobs in New York. He had to go to Boston. He had to work at the neighborhood pool. He had to do security at the neighborhood pool. So he went from being the security guard for one of the biggest artists and upcoming people, upcoming label in the game, to working at the pool. You know what I mean? And I think it just bothered him mentally. But he haven't accepted accountability for that. He blames Diddy. How he blames Diddy, I don't fucking know. Because I know if you work for my agency and somebody got killed on your watch, I would make sure you non-rehireable too. And Diddy ain't had to tell me nothing. You heard me? Taranger, what's up? Alright, so look. Oh man, I'm gonna Charleston White. I'll get on his ass shit. So this is what Jane Dill said happened between Usher and Diddy. Listen to this shit, y'all. Do y'all believe this? Looking back on it now, does this make sense to people? See, I never really paid it no mind. I just thought he was a wild ass nigga. So I tend to just like try to ignore them niggas. But check them out.
I'm Noel Honig, and I'm a director and a designer. If I'm working with type in Photoshop, the properties panel shows all of the exact same properties that it would when I import that same type and bring it into After Effects. People who are used to working in Photoshop see that in After Effects and it looks familiar. There's just a lot of cross-application and similarities that I find.
Not connected to the internet. Hit that like button, subscribe to Terrible News. We're exposing Jane Dale to be a fraud.
Topic is sensitive. What happened to Usher?
I heard about some music executive from the industry back in Harlem. You know, I heard it from some music executives back in Harlem.
Speak on their name. They doing programs and everything like that, and they may be doing some. They may speak on it themselves. But I heard it from some music executives.
Have these people ever spoke on it? Have these music executives, these alleged, no-name, anonymous music executives, ever confirmed this story? Start it back over.
If you don't mind me asking, because I know the topic is sensitive, what happened to Usher?
No. I heard about some music executive from the industry back in Harlem. You know, I heard it from some music executives back in Harlem. And I'm not going to speak on their name. They doing programs and everything like.
You can't say something this outlandish and not speak on their name. Like, how the niggas allow you to get away with that? Yo, you can't say something like this and don't, because we need to verify these claims, yo. If you put out something like this, yo, we need to be able to go to them people and be like, yo, Jane Dale said that you said that Diddy fucked Usher in the ass. Is this true? And he knows that. You understand what I'm saying? That's why he made these wild, salacious claims void of names. Because you can't go back and fact check none of this shit. What's up, Charlie?
Like and they may be doing some, they may speak on it themselves. But I heard it from some music executives.
Where did you hear?
Bro, you know how people be talking and we was around some people, something like that, and then some people might say, yo, I don't F.
Yeah, you know how people be talking and we around some people on something like that, and some people will say, what the fuck does that mean? I just slapped them. Yo, the interviewer should slap Jane Dale mid-sentence. Like, yo, what the fuck is you saying, bro? You're not even speaking clearly. It's obvious that the man is lying. Yo, it is obvious that the man is fucking lying. Let me play it back again so I can hear it again. He's trying to come up with a story and shit.
Back in Harlem. And I'm not gonna speak on their name. They doing programs and everything like that, and they may be doing some, they may speak on it themselves. But I heard it from some music executives.
Where did you hear?
Bro, you know how people be talking and we was around some people, something like that, and then some people might say, yo, I don't F with that dude. And at the time, I didn't even know who the F Usher was. You know what I'm saying? It was one of those type of situations. And when somebody say, yo, man, I don't F with them, niggas. I'm getting out that industry and everything like that. You know, Puff sent this little kid to the hospital. How he sent him to the hospital? Man, Nick was bleeding from the butt. And that's what was said. I didn't even have a name for the kid at the time. Then you heard, and that's what happened. And that's just, that's something that you heard. You don't know if it's true, you just heard it.
Yo, so why are you speaking on that, yo? Who does that, yo? Yeah, I can't believe people respected this man for this long. Who the fuck does that? You don't know if it's true, but that's just what you heard. Yo, this nigga is crazy, yo. Can't believe niggas co-sign that fuck boy. Yo, if people started speaking on everything they heard about you, how the fuck would you feel about that? How would you view that person? If people just started going around doing interviews of everything they heard about you, they don't know if it's true though. They don't know if it's true. They just heard about it. Yo, how would you view these people, man? Like, why are we not viewing these guys as getting on the internet in that same light? I know how I will view them. Don't just go around speaking about shit you heard, my nigga. That's how people get killed, man. I say that's how Nipsey Hussle got killed. Nipsey Hussle got killed on speaking on shit that he heard that he didn't know. And it wasn't true.
So, and just to hear this, and this new thing where they saying that they got kids coming forward and said that he did that, man, that's just crazy.
Now he reverts to the fake lawsuits. He prefaced his comments by reverting to the fake lawsuits. Yo, I can't believe niggas allowed Joe to get away with this shit. I'm on his ass. I ain't letting off him until Diddy get sentenced. This nigga's a bozo. He got Biggie killed. He said he putting all these wild, salacious lies on motherfuckers. But he always admit, I ain't see Diddy do none of that around me. You just heard everything but saying nothing. This nigga, what the fuck, yo, Stevie Wonder? This nigga that heard Gene Deal was one of the only people that heard everything and saying nothing, yo. That nigga is as good as a bitch. Nigga probably legally blind.
Forward and said that he did that, man, that shit is crazy. And like I just said, that's just something that I heard. It's something that I didn't know. It's something that I ain't see. A lot of people want to, because Gene Deal has spoken on certain things that I've heard, I have spoken on it. But then they were just trying to say, I know. No, I'm not scared to say what I heard. And if it's any...
do not take that into your everyday life. Do not take that information or that stance to if you go around just speaking on everything you heard, yo, you might find yourself dead, man. You might, what they say, you might wake up dead, man. Don't be out here just going around speaking on everything you heard, man. That is a dangerous way of living. I promise you. That is a dangerous way of living, man. This nigga Jane Deal was a bozo. Yo said, the problem is, I ain't scared to speak on shit that I heard. What the fuck? Well, you ought to be. God damn. Considering the statistics of people that speak on shit they heard that don't live to speak again, you would think that you would be more cautious. But he chasing clout and he making up stories. And he mad at Diddy because he had to work at middle schools after the bad boy situation. Jane Dale probably worked at your middle school. You probably just don't remember. He probably was the police officer at the door, at the metal detectors. That nigga had to be a metal detector cop at the Biggie situation. And he deserved that. I wouldn't have hired his ass again. Once I went through his resume and I found out that Biggie died on his watch, I don't give a fuck if you was bodyguarding Biggie or not, bitch. You was there. You was a leader of security and never get a job again. Get him out of here. Go to fucking Mexico some motherfucking way, nigga. Go work at the border, nigga. Go be the fuck they call them niggas? A motherfucker, what's it called, me? One of them motherfuckers work at the airport.
The truth to it, then it's truth to it. Let them find it.
Yo, what? Hold on.
Things that I've saw,
listen to it again,
or
yo.
things
Listen
that
to it again.
This new thing where they saying that they got kids coming forward and said that he did that. Man, That shit is crazy. And like I just said, that's just something that I heard. It's something that I didn't know. It's something that I ain't see. A lot of people want to, because Gene Deal has spoken on certain things that I've heard, I have spoken on it. But then niggas just trying to say, I know. No, I'm not scared to say what I heard. And if there's any truth to it, then it's truth to it. Let them find it. Things that I've saw.
Yo, so what about Usher, yo? What about your kids? What about your girl? Like, what about Usher family, bro? Like, yo, take it away from Diddy. What about what you did to Usher, my nigga? If you just went out this bitch and spoke on something you don't even know, you didn't see, you just heard it. You don't know if it's true or facts. Yeah, but you just slandered that man's name, man. That man got children, grown children. Your son probably asked him, Dad, what the fuck is this fuck boy online saying you got fucked in the ass by Diddy? Is that true? Like, imagine having to answer that. Imagine having to answer to your child because Gene Deal out this bitch lying and shit and speaking on shit that he don't know and haven't seen. And niggas respected that shit. Niggas repeated it. Niggas really repeated it. People still repeating it. I'm saying, look what he did to Usher. Man, tell Gene Deal put up some facts, nigga. Go find the guy that told you that. It sounded like it was a couple people around. We need every single one of them. We need every single one of them around in a round table. Round table discussion. We got some questions, man. And if that shit happened, why ain't nobody do nothing? So all y'all knew that Diddy did this to Usher and ain't nobody do shit. Y'all just sat back and allowed it. So what the fuck that make you? I don't think it happened. I think Gene Deal full of shit. I think Gene Deal is living with regret because he know he should have shot his gun and he shouldn't have blew the light when Biggie got killed. And I think it bothers him to this day. You know? I think he living with regret, yo. But he gotta let that shit go. You know what I mean? Everybody could have done something different in a lot of situations. But to sit back and slander a man and not take accountability for your actions, yo, that's like a female. You know what I mean? Like, yo, that's why I be calling him a bitch sometimes. That's what the fuck he acting like.
Saw or things that I've witnessed and been a part of, I've said it. I'm not afraid to say what I saw or what I didn't see. A lot of people want to make up.
Listen to that again, y'all. He not afraid to say what he saw and what he didn't see. Check him out.
I heard.
He said what is said on the internet during these interviews. No need to backpedal. He tries to make himself relevant. Yeah, he just say anything. He should, yo, because that's fucked up to do this to people, man. Like, yo, you really just went on a slander campaign on this man, accusing this man and Usher. Like, I know people don't like that. Let's go to Usher. Usher ain't did nothing to nobody. You out this bitch putting that man in homosexual allegations as a child, bro. As a child. That man got kids, man. Check him out.
And if there's any truth to it, then it's truth to it. Let them find it. Things that I've saw or things that I've witnessed and been a part of, I've said it. I'm not afraid to say what I saw or what I didn't see. A lot of people want to make up shit.
Hey, yo, hit that like button. We got 16 likes, man. Hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new. We the only ones keeping it real, man. We on Gene Deal ass. You heard me. We ain't playing with him.
I don't make up things.
Sick of the lies,
when I say
bro.
Puff go in the room.
These guys are burning down the internet. As long as we got these guys talking nonsense, the real people that really got information and really, you know, really got something of value to add and never get a shot because these niggas in the way. These niggas with these lies and these salacious stories is in the way of real people. Like, I don't even know who the fuck he came from. Gene Deal was part of the Diddy slander campaign. That's why everybody thought Diddy was molesting children. Because Gene Deal was over this bitch peddling nonsense.
A lot of people want to make up shit. I don't make up things.
Oh my God.
When I say Puff go in the room with two girls, you understand, and another guy, and a rapper, and then all of a sudden They cousin try to go in the room. I throw them up against the piano. They run out the room with grabbing towels and they naked. They still had 2 girls in the room. But people want to make up a lot of bullshit and say what they want to say and flip.
Nah, bitch. It's the way you explained it, nigga. You explained it like it was some homosexuality going on in the room, my nigga. Like, ain't people took it exactly how you said it. Don't backpedal now. Niggas took it exactly how you said it, bro. Yo, you don't... See, the thing is with Gene Deal, he takes advantage of the fact that everybody know that he was close to Diddy at one point. So, whatever he says, people are going to automatically take it as fact. He knows this. You understand what I'm saying? Just as well as I know this, he knows this. Come on, yo, why the fuck would you do that, bro? So he plays. Oh man, fucking bitch. He plays into that. Meanwhile, he might ain't say nothing truthful. That nigga might ain't say nothing truth the whole time he been on the internet. That nigga just been lying. What he need to come clean about is, yo, I could have made some changes, yo, and Big would have still been here, man. It me that I ain't shoot my gun, yo. That man went back to the AC with a full clip of bullets, man. Talking about I blew the light. You know we blew the light. I can't believe yo said that. I'm gonna get on his ass. That might be my next title. You know, y'all know Gene Deal blew the light, right? Nigga, you out this bitch for to be bodyguard. Nigga, you ain't even let a shot off, nigga. Bluffing ass, nigga. Then try to act like he's some fucking... Man, this nigga crazy. I better start supporting these niggas.
Flip it the way they want to flip it. I tell it like it is. But you got these guys, you got these people out here, man, you know what I'm saying? You know, all this shit is for entertainment, man. Some people want the truth.
Y'all hear that? So niggas is lying on niggas for entertainment purposes. Niggas is slandering niggas, defaming people's character for entertainment. That's where we at now. That's where we at in the black community. Yo, you couldn't get on my podcast and defame no motherfucker defame nobody for no motherfucking entertainment. Not with these wild, salacious ass stories, nigga. That man had told wild stories for entertainment purposes. So you just gonna defame this nigga. You just gonna tell the world this nigga fucked Usher for entertainment purposes. That's crazy. I hope y'all realize how crazy that is. What if people started defaming you for entertainment purposes? What if your best friend just start doing interviews and defaming you for entertainment purposes? Like, yo, that's all I be want people to understand. Yo, look, think about it like if it was you. You wouldn't like that shit, man. That shit wouldn't be funny. That shit would be clownery. Like, just like it is. It's clownery. But for some reason, people take it as entertainment. People think this shit, I don't know what people think. But I go to the comments, I be saying some of the craziest things. Protect Gene Deal at all costs. Gene Deal real. And I be like, what the fuck? That nigga ain't said nothing real yet. Ain't nothing real about being associated with a person. Rather, it's financial, or just y'all just cool. And then separating from that person. And then go on a slander campaign about that person. Ain't nothing real about that. That's what clowns do. That's what clowns do. That's like breaking up with your girl or your significant other, and then you just go on a slander campaign telling all their business and shit. Or you got your homegirl and you know all her dirty laundry because y'all talk, and when y'all separate, you just start posting all that shit online. That's some clown ass shit, man. I can't believe people co-sign this fuck behavior. Everybody that do that shit is a clown. That's why I call all them out Chopper, PC Chopper, motherfucking, all them niggas. All them niggas is on clown time. Nothing cool about that shit.
Some people.
Ain't nobody asked Chopper why he been on PC yet. All them damn interviews. What the fuck, yeah, matter of fact, we found Jaguar Wright. We still looking for Chopper. We ain't found him yet. But we found Jaguar Wright hiding out. Ain't nobody asked Chopper why he was on PC all that time. On this bitch acting like he official, he's silent, he a real nigga. Bitch, you was on PC, nigga. Guaranteed, you can look it up. Protective custody ass nigga.
Speak the truth Some people don't even know the fucking truth. It smack them dead in the fucking face, bro. But I tell you one thing, it's from my mouth to God's ear. And all these clowns can say whatever they want to say. Like I'm just saying, he lived a rock and roll lifestyle when I was with him, bro. I don't know about his sex addiction and stuff like that. He was a totally different person, bro.
Look,
when I try to tell people that, they don't understand that. He was probably doing some of the little snake doing some things and stuff like that, but the magnitude and what he was doing with the freak off parties and all like that, I didn't experience that with him. That was not my experience.
Because they didn't do freak off parties with the entertainment industry. Like I've been saying from the beginning. Jane Dill knows this. He been around. He knows this, but he chooses to not tell people this back then. Because they was pushing the narrative. Diddy didn't freak off with his girlfriends, man. Not with the whole industry. That whole narrative about Diddy parties and who was at the Diddy party and the Diddy list, that was all lies, man. That people ate up for monetary gain. People peddle those lies to thousands, if not millions of people, just to monetize off of it. Meanwhile, the pen and paperwork, that shit was never true. Now, I'm sure it probably was some fucking going on, but it wasn't freak offs. It wasn't the shit that we heard at trial that Diddy did with 2 women that wanted it, that benefited from it. Shit crazy, man. Can't believe people let this go for this long.
With Diddy, or Puffy, or Puff Daddy. That wasn't my experience with him.
And you had no idea who Usher was when you heard about him?
I didn't know who Usher was at the time. It's all gonna come out some kind of way, bro.
It never came out.
All this is God's. This is gonna be. This is something that was put in place, and it was the design by God, brother, for all this to happen and go down like this.
Damn. They keep bringing God in this. Same
Love
shit,
slots? The DraftKings Casino app's got you covered.
These niggas is clowns. I'm glad. I hope y'all realizing this. These guys are clowns, man. They belong in the fucking circus. Yesterday we was listening to the Justin Bieber song. I lost my soul at a Diddy party. Found out that shit was AI. Justin Bieber denied Diddy did anything to him. What y'all don't understand, is how the media works. I've been in this shit for 4 years now, so I got probably a better understanding from being on the inside, but not inside like that, but just understanding how they play with you when you speak on certain topics and the shit that they promote versus what they don't promote. These people get on platforms and lie, man. Big homie CC lied in every fucking interview. I don't think he ever told the truth. There's no history of this nigga being around Diddy. There's no, all these people are lying, man. They lying for monetary purposes. And niggas is making them niggas rich off lies. Niggas really getting rich off lies, man. Creating a nice life. I ain't scared of this shit, I don't know. Or say, damn, the fuck? What the fuck, really? That is a crazy way of living. I'm scared to death to speak on things I don't know what I'm saying. You feel me? You should be scared of that, bro. I don't think nobody should be living their life like that. Speaking on shit you don't know what's saying. I try to stay away from things I don't know what's saying, man. Fuck that. I try to stay away from things I just heard. I don't speak on that type of shit. But Jane Dill does. Frequently. Hit that like button, y'all. Yeah, see, but he was lying the whole time. Jane Deal beef with Diddy. I told y'all what his beef. His beef with Diddy is that he blew the light. He blew the light. He didn't shoot back, and it bothers him to this day. He can't get past it. He probably have nightmares about that shit. But he ain't going to never be able to get past it until he take accountability and stop blaming other people. That's the only way he ever gonna move past that Biggie situation, man. That shit was 76 years ago, man. Like, let that shit go, bro. Rest in peace to Biggie, man. Let that shit go, bro.
But they do it anyway.
Here
I'm
it
supposed
go.
to ask them for it either. Tim Dog, Buck Naked, when I'm working for Uptown Records, wherever I'm working at, you understand, I'm always one of the same guys, one of the lead dudes doing the security stuff.
Well,
When me
services
and
years
Puff
ago.
sat down and we decided that I was going to have my own contract, I said to dude, whatever,
Listen to him, y'all. This is beef
you
with
don't know me.
So look, on several occasions, he said Diddy never did nothing to him. He always blamed his slander campaign on Diddy was related to what Diddy did to other people. Now, 400 interviews later, he finally come clean about why he been slandering Diddy. And yo, y'all let me know. Is this Diddy fault or is this his fault? Cause it sounds like his fault to me.
We bet. Cool. You understand what I'm saying? It might be situations like that, but you don't know me.
Straight up, bro.
When Big got murdered, the FBI at
Nah,
my job,
I'm speaking on shit that he's saying. I'm going off what makes sense. I'm using logic, reason, and common sense to depict his fucking lies. That's what I'm doing. That's what we all should be doing. Instead of just listening and believing. Listen to this motherfucker explain his beef with Diddy. It sounds like his fault though. Check him out. So he already said that he got with Diddy, and he told Diddy when Diddy came to him about being the head of security, he told Diddy if anything happened, don't mention my name. Now listen to this.
the LAPD at my job, I lose my job.
This
Do
after
you
Biggie
understand what
got
I'm
killed.
saying? Now I gotta fight.
So after Biggie got lost his job, like I said, he had to work high schools now. I mean, he had to work pep rallies and football games and shit at the local high school. He couldn't do celebrity bodyguard no more.
For my job back. Puff ain't never give me a dime. And I don't think I was supposed to ask him for it either.
What's up, Andrew?
It's only the right thing to do. But I didn't say nothing else. I ain't saying nothing. I did what I was supposed to do as a man.
What you do, bro?
Do you understand what I'm saying? If I start crying, what the fucking baby gonna do?
Nigga been crying for 7 years.
So I got odd jobs until I fight my case. You understand? Won my case. But every time somebody bring up something, every time I go through arbitration about something, they bring this bad boy thing up because you gotta understand. They came and told my job, your officer was working security in California and he witnessed a murder of arguably one of the top rappers at that time. The New York State Division of Parole at that time had just got a lawsuit because of discrimination. It was basically a white agency. So they start bringing black young talent in to deal with the parolees because they didn't have that at first. You understand? So now, me getting that report and his people telling the FBI, the LAPD about me put ugly light on my head with the agency.
Yo, who? Yo, this shit's so fucking crazy. Yo, did Bad Boy have to do that, or did the agency do that? Did Bad Boy have to do that, or was it the agency? Yo, because if I'm running the agency, I just look at it like if I was running the agency. If I was running an agency, and I had security there to protect people, a certain individual, just people in general, and a person dies, gets murdered, I find out that my security officers ain't shoot a shot. They ain't fired not one time. Yo, I'm firing the whole staff. I would think we all would fire the whole staff. And I would make sure he don't get another job, because now you done made the company look bad. So if you done made me look bad, because everybody know that you work for my company, if you done made me look bad, shit, I'm going to make sure you're unreliable. I'm going to put that shit in your motherfucking, I'm going to have that shit in your paperwork. Non-rehable. When I work, go to Texas, nigga. I just don't understand how is he making this Diddy problem. That's his fault. Should have shot back, nigga. Shouldn't have blew the light. Made mistakes. Take accountability. Stop blaming other people. That's just how I look at it. That's why I say Jane Deal got Biggie killed. His lackluster performance that night is the reason Biggie lost his life. Him and his team.
You could call in. Hey, Gene Deal stepped on my toe and he ain't say excuse me. Suspend me. And the first thing they'll bring up in the reports is the incident about Bad Boy. My lawyer told him on like the third arbitration hearing, why do y'all keep bringing this Bad Boy thing up? And he did this and he did that to try to mess with the arbitrator.
That's what they supposed to do. This nigga's stupid.
Y'all can't do that, but they do it anyway, because they're allowed to.
Yo, why can't they do that? If you're an arbitrary, which means you must be trying to get some type of money from these people, why wouldn't they bring up the fact that, somebody died on his watch? Like, ain't that's like what is like, nigga, don't make sense. Nigga stupid. Why wouldn't they bring that up? That is pivotal to the whole situation. That's why we fired you, yo. We fired you because somebody died on your watch. It don't matter if you was there to bodyguard Diddy or not. You was the lead security that day. The biggest rapper in the game was murdered, and all you did was blow the light. That's all he did, y'all. He blew a light. I don't know if that means he got stuck at a light. I don't know if that means if he ran a light. He could have ran a light. I think he only ran one. He wasn't trying to run two. That's tickets in New York, $500. That might have been a $1,000 ticket. I don't think he was willing to, pay that price. But at the end of the day, I don't see how he mad at Diddy for that.
Then I can handle me. I'll go out and get a job. I'll shovel shit.
You need to write another book.
But they put stipulations in where you can't work at a certain hour, certain time. Things
makes sense to me.
change, bruh.
That makes sense to me.
I never fought this dude for me. I fought because of what he was doing to other people.
Now he lying. Look, so he just told the truth and then came back and lied. He just told the truth, finally came clean and interviewed 604 about the reason he really mad at Diddy. Which is, to me, he ain't got no reason to be mad at Diddy. He need to be mad at himself. Then he come back with, I never fought him for me. I fought him for what he did to other people. Well, you just went on a whole 3-minute rant about the reason you mad at Diddy. But he fought him for other people, though. This nigga crazy. Get this nigga off the internet. Hope he disappear after this shit.
And I don't understand why it's so hard. I don't understand why it's so hard that he said some negative shit about somebody and they lost their life. With Wolf. A dude that sit around and collect money for him to make sure that he was good. This dude dies After he went to talk to Puff, where Puff's supposed to do something for him, and he didn't do it. Cussing Wolf's mother, talking crazy to her. If Wolf was alive, Puff would be dead. Because he either beat the shit out of him to death or did something to him. So it's not necessarily he did something directly to me. Do you understand what I'm saying? Which he did do some things to me. Because if you mess up my livelihood, where I gotta go out to Miami and bodyguard Scott Storch. I gotta work in nightclubs now.
I told you, y'all.
I gotta get.
He had to work at the swim club. That nigga had to work at the swim club.
To get two.
Hey yo, imagine seeing G do at the YMCA bodyguard. That's his problem, y'all. After Biggie got killed, he had the bodyguard at the YMCA. He didn't like it. He didn't like it. The kids was unruly. I mean, he took a major pay decrease, and he blamed Diddy for that. Hey yo, the man had the bodyguard at the local bank. He went from bodyguard, the biggest celebrity in the game, to working at the bank. Hey yo, this nigga crazy, yo. Hey yo, these guys is fucking too funny, man. Yeah, but to be honest though, I don't see how he's blaming Diddy for that. I think that was his fault. Maybe if Jane did would have shot back. If I was Jane, I would have like, damn, yo, if I was working for the East, I'd have like Jane, so why he ain't shoot? He'd be like, man, we blew the light. Like yo, so you ain't. Yo, let me see your gun. Yo, what was that movie where they was like, oh, let me see your gun? Let me see your gun, Jane. Like yo, you got a full clip, bro. You got a full clip, yo. Jane Dale dropped the ball, man. That's really all it is. He dropped the ball. And this is one of the situations where he just refused to take accountability for what he did. Hey, Paul, what movie was that, y'all? That was a movie, y'all, where the motherfucker pulled the shot. And he came back. And he was like, oh, let me see the gun, man. Shit was full clip. I gotta fire his ass to you, man. That probably fed his, to be honest, working at the bank. He was probably more qualified to work at the bank anyway. I mean, it probably fit his skill level. You know, it's a slower pace. You know, you do gotta worry about bank robbers, but, you know, other than that, it ain't like bodyguarding a rapper. It's just bodyguard that Kroger's. You ain't lying. Look. Hey, this nigga J damn funny as shit. Y'all be tripping out these niggas. But I don't think they funny like funny like I just think they clowns. And they don't deserve no respect. So all you can do is laugh at them. Yo, because yo, to do that to a man, yo, and you don't even have no real reason other than the fact that you fucked yourself over, it's diabolical. Yo, but I'm ready to start working, yo. The security at the DMV. He ain't lying. That's where he was at. But he couldn't work in New York, but he had to go to the DMV in Boston. I tried to send him to New Jersey. New Jersey said they ain't want him. People in the comments said, no, he can't come to New Jersey. Tried to send him to Philly, you know, because they close in proximity. The people in the comments said, fuck no, he can't go to Philly. So he in Boston. We sent him to Boston, man. But yo, hit that like button. Make sure y'all subscribe, yo. I gotta get to work. It's another day of Keep It G News. And I'm out.